Welcome, my name is Taneli Pokkinen. I'm a product manager for rifles at Sako.
Hello, my name is Miikka Tamminen. I'm the research and development manager at Sako.
We are here at Sako factory to talk about S20, the properties, the background, accessories, all there is to the rifle. And Miikka, you've been very much involved in developing this rifle from the very beginning. Can you tell something about the background, what led to the rifle that we have here now? What are the key points that were involved in the development phase?
Sure. From the very early on, it was clear that we wanted to bring the chassis rifle. We wanted to generate a chassis rifle that would be lower weight and would be closer to what would you take on a regular hunting trip and what you can use in sport shooting, but still giving you that same benefit that many military rifles and sport shooting rifles have. We have a lot of experience from the TRG line and of course from the Sako A7 line, how the aluminum chassis actually increases and how it performs the accuracy and what kind of benefits you can get out of the modularity that you can create around of such a chassis.
The main thing about S20 obviously is that there are two types of stock configurations. We have the thumbhole hunter stock, which is shown here, and then we have the precision stock. When you think about sport shooter or hunter, what are the benefits of these type of configurations that he can do?
Yeah, the idea of S20 was that it's going to be a safe purchase in a matter of the rifle can grow with you and you can easily modify it when your hobbies advance, when you want to try something different, or if you want to just go from this very lean ergonomic hunting rifle to a more sport shooting tactical style rifle, then the precision version is something that you're gonna want to have, and you can even mix them. So if you have the hunter foreend, you can actually purchase the precision rear end if that's something that it's more of your style and you don't really like the thumb hold. It's no problem. And this is just the starting package of the S20. This is something that we're gonna grow in time. The S20 is going to have more different variations and more different, so even that makes it more interesting. First of all, having this, and then later on, whatever it's coming onto this platform, it's available for you because all the parts have been thought so that they are all interchangeable.
Yeah, good. So if we look closer to the hunter model, what are the key points in this rifle?
Of course, the main point of the hunter platform was that we didn't have a rifle in Sako line that would have this hunting style, or we didn't have a thumb hole stock, and we always knew that thumb hole is gonna be your most ergonomic way of handling of this type of a rifle, and because basically the thumb hole it is essentially it's a pistol grip stock, like you know the TRG M10 or other rifles. We have pistol grips in them, and they are very modular, and they bring your hand into the most ergonomical position to considering where the trigger is.
Not many of us have a very symmetrical grip. So it really feels good. It really feels good to have slightly off axis.
Yeah, it's very secure.
Yeah, it is. It is. And then you mentioned already the adjustability in the trigger, but there are tons of other adjustabilities in the rifle.
Of course, we have adjustable cheek piece. So this is really important. So you can get your cheek well, the best align it with the optics. Then you can change the length of pull by adding spacers. All the rifles, they come with 2 spacers, but if those are not enough for you, you can purchase 2 more and have 4 total. It's roughly around 1 inch increase compared to that you don't have any spacers in there. One spacer is around 5 millimeters increase in there.
And as in other Sako rifles, also the weight of pull in the trigger is adjustable.
Yes.
The same way as earlier models.
Yeah. So through the magazine, well, you can access the with the Allen key, and you can change the weight of pull from 1 to 2 kilos or 2 to 4 pounds, depending on how you see these. If you're in United States, of course, you use pounds.
Yeah. Another thing that is clearly visible in the stock, different from your average hunting rifle, is the QD placements on both sides of the stock.
Yeah.
So I guess these are very handy if you wanna attach a sling in different ways. So many times if you're stalking, you rest your gun on a sling, and it's quite awkward sometimes. So with the QD placements, it becomes more comfortable.
That's true, and this is again coming from the tactical world, especially from the AR world. People who are very comfortable with and know the AR platform. A lot of them has QD placements on the rear stock, and people are using a lot of these 2-point slings, 1-point sling. This is mainly I would say with S20, 2-point sling would be my preferred choice, and that's why we develop it. I would probably use these side-mounted sling placements to get the rifle really close to your body, and basically you free your hands. So your both hands are free to do whatever you need to do before the hunt or during the hunt. Use binoculars, and still your rifle is easily in the front. If you see the target, if you see the animal, you can engage it much more quicker than if it would be in your normal position where you would carry the rifle. So that's why the studs in here.
Then if we look at the precision model more closely, we see that the stock itself, you have the more traditional precision type of stock with a vertical grip.
Yeah.
As you mentioned already, an ambidextrous grip, suitable for both left and right-handed people. Then there is also the adjustable cheek piece, the same as in the Hunter model. Yeah. But there are more adjustments in the rear part.
Yeah, that's true. With the precision model, we wanted to include more adjustability, especially for the recoil pad. So not just that you can change the length of pull. With the precision stock, you can actually change the height of the pad. You can bring it down or you can bring it up, depending are you shooting more of a prone shooting or if you're shooting in standing position. You can really fine tune this rear stock for your personal preference and for your body style. For me, example, I usually want to bring the pad a little bit down. I think I have a little bit longer neck, and when I bring it down and raise this, I can really get a really comfortable position with this precision stock. And there is also another adjustment on the rear pad. There is actually, you can change the angle of the pad as well. So there is a slight angle change, and you really can find that it can shoulder more quicker and shoulder more nicer if you change the angle, if you prefer it that way. So that gives also a benefit for this stock. One thing I forgot to mention regarding the the cheek piece is that we have a numerical system in the cheek piece on the other side, so you can actually read what was the height that you used it last time, so you can memorize it if you need to bring it down or bring it up. So there is this as well.
Then if we go to more of the precision shooting ergonomics, we have a possibility in the rear stock to change the thumb position.
Correct.
So we have an insert here that if you take that away and replace it with a thumb rest, you can really find a good position for you.
Basically, we have right and left thumb hole supports. So some shooters, especially in the sport shooting world, they want to support their thumb either on the right side of the stock or the left side of the stock. Now it has this neutral piece, so you can really place your thumb wherever you want.
The stocks are interchangeable, so it's fairly easy to have a precision rear stock and a hunter forend and just attach them, and you have a completely mixed combination.
Yeah. One thing I want to mention regarding the interface piece is that how it actually works. The synthetic parts are not making basically contact between each other, so there's only aluminum against aluminum, and then there is this steel attachment piece that actually squeeze everything together. This is not the same, but similar from our TRG line. So basically TRG has similar type of attachment, and we basically have over 30 years of experience, because the first TRGs were introduced back in 1990s, and they have been used by many militaries, like Finnish armed forces is using TRG as well, and this is truly tried and tested method of attaching two-piece stocks. So we know this system by heart, and nice thing is that not the synthetic parts, they are not carrying the recoil force in any way. All the contacts are made by, it's just metal against metal.
We have a lot of M-lock positions, 7 in the front, and then we have 1 here. What is the background? What is the reason for having these in these specific places?
There are a lot of third-party applications that attaches to M-lock. So you can attach virtually anything to this, from cameras to tripods to many different kinds of accessories. We actually offer some M-lock placements. Or M-lock accessories ourselves. Here's one of them. This is actually already attached to this rifle, so this is for more of a sport shooting application. I don't see why you couldn't use it for hunting as well, but it's a barricade stop. We call it a barricade stop. It's a way to lean your rifle against an obstacle without actually leaning to your magazine, because you don't want to lean to your magazine. You always want to lean against something that is metallic. This black piece that you can see in the forend, this is actually aluminum, and it is attached to the frame. As you can see, all these here is aluminum, then it basically dives down under the barrel channel. And what is actually nice about the S20 also is that we have an interchangeable barrel channel. So this barrel channel is actually a separate piece. This basically future-proofs the S20 more into the future. So we know that there are people who want to, maybe if you're using 6.5 PRC, you're shooting a lot. So there comes a point where you need to change the barrel. And when you are changing the barrel, if you want to go a little bit wider profile, or you want to have a really heavy profile, it's no problem with the S20, because you can take the barrel channel out, you can use it without the barrel channel, and we're going to launch different width of the barrel channels as well, so you can incorporate easily carbon fiber barrel with the S20.
Yeah. And good of you to notice or mention the 6.5 PRC, because that's included in the caliber selection of S20. Yeah. So that's something new to us as well.
Yeah, that's new caliber for the Sako line, and S20 is the first to carry the 6.5 PRC.
Yeah. So these are completely new magazines for us.
Yeah.
Completely newly designed for this rifle.
Yeah.
So there are some special features about these.
Yes, that's true. Whenever developing a new magazine, by the way, magazines are really tough parts to develop and make robust, and to make them work with all different ammunition types. They are really, and we spend a lot of time of developing these magazines. First of all, we wanted to do a center feeding magazine. Center feeding is also always good, that your cartridge doesn't have to do a lot of this side movement when you're chambering it. But the problem also with the center feed is that usually center feed magazines, they are single row, but in this case it's not. So only the first round is basically single row, and then it goes to staggered row. So that's how we could actually make the magazine more compact. So if it would have been a single row magazine, 10 rounds, it would have been basically double the length of this magazine. So it's quite compact 10 round magazine, and also very compact 5 round magazine as well. And the other feature of this magazine is that we wanted to support reloaders. So this magazine is really reloader friendly, and what I mean by that is that we have this empty space in front of the cartridge. So if you're a reloader, you want to load a longer bullet length, it's easy to do because the magazine already supports it. There is plenty of room in each side of the magazines to load longer overall cartridge length. That's one big benefit. And another big benefit is that when you have this free space in front of it, of course we don't want the recoil when it's hitting the magazine. We don't want the cartridges to be like going back and forth there and colliding on the wall, on the front wall. That's why there is support on the shoulder of the cartridge, inside it. So the cartridges are not supported from the tip of the bullet. They are supported from the shoulder. So this magazine safeguards your bullets.
Yeah, I think the aluminum skeleton inside the rifle is such a cool thing. So could you show some details about it? We have here a transparent hunter stock that showcases the skeleton quite well.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I like the word, as you said, skeleton. That's what it actually looks like when you take all the synthetic parts off from the aluminum. As you can see, the black areas inside this transparent case, it starts from the front of the stock and it goes all the way to the rear. So whenever recoil, whatever forces the stock has to withstand, the stresses are all directed to the aluminum. The aluminum actually goes inside to the grip. It goes inside here to these narrow channels. So they are not just synthetic. It's full metal heart inside this transparent case.
We have some long-range calibers included. So with the long-range calibers, we need to have correct barrel profiles and barrel lengths as well. So guide us through the barrel selection that we have.
Sure. S20 at launch is available basically, if we talk about contours, it's available in 2 different contours. We have the lighter one, which is the muzzle diameter is 18 millimeter, and all of those barrels, they are fluted. That's our light option. All the barrels, they have the muzzle threading 5 to 8 by 24, so you can use muzzle brakes or you can use suppressors with them really easily, because they all come as pre-threaded. For hunting version, I personally like to go a little bit lighter root, although it's not the thinnest barrel. We wanted to optimize the rigidity of the barrel and then the weight. That's why this 18 millimeter muzzle diameter barrel was developed in the first place. And they are available in 24-inch length and 20-inch in length. So if you're opting for 6.5 Creedmoor, I would buy that particular caliber with the 24-inch barrel. So you want to make sure that you're burning all the powder and getting the efficiency if you want to engage to the longer distant targets. But if your shooting distances are not that long, the barrel length that doesn't really give you that much benefit if you are in the so-called mid-range or in the it's still for a hunting shot. I consider it a long shot, but still if you're inside 100 to 400 meters, barrel length doesn't have that big effect. But especially if you're pushing further, I would opt the longer barrel. Also, we are offering another contour for it. This is in here we have the heavier contour. This is 20 millimeter muzzle diameter, and this is purely, I would consider this option to be my competition option. For example, 6.5 PRC or the 6.5 Creedmoor with this barrel, probably adding the brake or suppressor. If you're in a country that allows easy use of suppressor, I would definitely go with that option for competition.
There are other accessories designed for S20 as well.
Yeah.
So let's start with the arc rail.
Yeah, actually, this is one of the newest accessories that we're going to offer for the S20. I know that there are probably third-party Arca rails that will fit, but we have our own S20 dedicated Arca rail. This is the shorter version. Down here we have a longer one. So basically, this is what we see a lot of the competition world using. So you can put this rail here, and then you can put this rifle easily to tripod mount. So you can have this possibility where you can slightly open the mount, and then you can slide the rifle to a preferable position into the tripod and get a really comfortable shooting position, especially useful for longer range shooting. So I really like the Arca rail option.
Yeah. And then we have new scope mount, specifically designed for S20, but it is suitable for other Picatinny rail solutions.
Yeah. So when we started designing the S20 receiver, we of course we knew that we want to build it for the Picatinny platform, because Picatinny is so easily available everywhere. You don't have to use just our dedicated mount if you don't. If something else is available, or if you already have a Picatinny mount, you can use whatever Picatinny mount you have. But we wanted to have this single piece mount, which we are offering. This is actually, by the way, aluminum, and we are offering also aluminum rings for it. A nice thing with this mount is that you can position the rings in two different positions inside it, depending on what kind of scope you have. So this gives you room. Also, you can move it in the placements of the Picatinny, and that's why you have a lot of range where you can actually position it.
And then we have the monopod there as well.
Yeah, here is the monopod as a separate unit. The basic operation, of course, this is an M-lock attachment, attachable on the rear stock of the precision version. We have this M-lock placement in here where this actually goes directly. You can, if you want, this can be mounted also this way, so this monopod can be used in other applications as well, not just for the S20. If you have a monopod placement somewhere, this can be used in other rifles as well. But how it works is that we have this release lever in here, and you pull it backwards, and then you have the first point is the 45-degree position, and then when you pull it more, you have the 90-degree option. What I really like about this mount is that we have this button here, so you can quickly find the rough estimate of the elevation you want your rifle to be in, and then just with micro adjustment by turning it, you can fine tune the elevation. So I think if you are in range condition, shooting from a flat support, engaging really long distance target, this is really nice accessory, because elevation control with this one is so easy to get the crosshair in the position where you want it, and then just squeeze the trigger and you should be on the target.
Good. Maybe a last thing to mention here we have on the table is the key that is included in the package. So here is included the Torx T25 key that opens all the main screws in the stock, in the mount scope as well. So it's a very handy tool to do the necessary work to change the stock configuration.
Yeah, I think the best part with the tool is that if you have the scope mounted on here, you do have the possibility to take off the stock and package the rifle in more easily configurable form and easy to carry form by just putting this key into this form, and then by putting it here it fits nicely and gives clearance to the scope. The other position why we designed it so that it can be put into this long form is due to because the bottom screw is a little bit further down inside the stock. This is how you can easily get access to that screw and then loosen it. And when I say loosen it, you don't have to completely take these attachment screws off. So it just loosening them a couple of rounds and you can take the stock off. That's the idea with the key. Other function for the key is actually to be able to disassemble the bolt. Inserting this key to the bolt shroud and then turning, you can easily disassemble the bolt and then put it back together. You can do it without the tool, but it's way easier to do it with this tool.
Good. So we went through all the main points, all the key points in the gun, in the product. We have different configurations, all the accessories shown here. I think all that is left is to try it, to shoot it actually.
Yeah,
so
let's go to the range.
Let's do it. So we're here at the shooting range. We have fully equipped S20s with us. We have some guests. I think it's time to try these out and do some shooting, have some fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day to show these S20s to our guests and get them to try these on the range. The weather is perfect here, so I think let's go and try these weapons.
Yes.
Okay, from my behalf, welcome to the shooting range. And we have this new product, Sako S20, 2 different kinds in here. Welcome everybody, and let's have a good day.
I have to say it felt really comfortable taking the new S20 into my hand. Obviously the pistol grip, very comfortable. Just all in all, it was nice shooting.
I really like it. It was really nice. No complaints.
Yeah.
Warm up! I think it was a great day here at the range trying the Sako S20, and all the people who joined us, I think they really enjoyed the rifles. They got really good results on the paper, also on the metal plates. We got to try the precision rifle shooting. Also we got to try the moving target to the metal plate. All in all, I think we got to try the S20 in many different dynamic shooting situations.
Yeah, it's truly a versatile gun, and with all the accessories that we got to try, the monopod, the tripod, barricade stop, so a lot of good time. So thanks all for watching, and see you later.